Browns are practicing in LA on these fields right behind us at UCLA. Mary Kay, let's start here, though. Kevin Stefanski didn't name Joe Flacco the starter, but he did promote him to the number 2 quarterback. So if Dorian Thompson-Robinson does not clear the concussion protocol, Joe Flacco would start on Sunday against the Rams.
Yes, that's absolutely true. And it seems to me like it's trending that way. I watched Dorian Thompson-Robinson off to the side today, and he was moving okay, tossing the ball a little bit, doing some stretching. But there's a difference between that and going out and taking a huge hit from Aaron Donald after you just took that vicious hit in the Broncos game. So I absolutely think that they will err on the side of caution and let Joe Flacco start this game. Don't know for sure, but that's just kind of my gut feeling on this whole thing.
Now, another guy that we're watching, of course, is Myles Garrett, too. He worked off to the side today as he's dealing with that shoulder injury. And Mary Kay, you did a little reporting on this. So what did you kind of find out, or what pieces did you put together with Myles Garrett?
Well, first of all, he did not have a sling on today. So he looked completely different than he did after the Broncos game. Had the sling on, couldn't lift his arm, couldn't put the shirt on by himself. And today, he was jogging, he was stretching with bands, and mostly stretching his legs with his right arm, but he did use his left arm a little bit. He was able to lift it, move it. Then he did some jogging. He wasn't wincing in pain or anything like that. So I watched him very closely today, and it looks to me like he's feeling a lot better than he did on Sunday.
One other guy that we did see today, speaking of slings, that we did see in a sling was Deshaun Watson. He, of course, is in LA with this team. He's not practicing as you'd expect or anything. He did just undergo surgery, and he is out for the year. But we did actually see Deshaun Watson today for the first time since he was lost for the season.
Yeah, and you know what? What I did was I had my binoculars out there today, and so I was really training in on a bunch of guys and trying to see how everybody looked and how they were doing. And Deshaun looked to be in really good spirits. He was talking to Jimmy Haslam for a while. Again, he was standing there in his sling. But he has started his rehab already. So it's been about 6 days since he started his rehab. And, he feels that he's on the road to recovery. We haven't gotten a chance to talk to him, but just kind of talking to people around him. He's really excited about where this whole thing is going to end up. So it was good for the Browns to see their starting quarterback on the sidelines.
Now, there was a little more LA flavor to this practice today than just being in LA and practicing at UCLA. The logo was here. Jerry West addressed the team before practice, and Mary Kay, a lot of these guys have basketball backgrounds. A guy like Joel Bitonio grew up in California, was a Lakers fan. He knows all about Jerry West. A lot of these guys know who Jerry West is, and they were very excited to hear from the legend.
Yeah, they were. I mean, great athletes always appreciate other great athletes and Hall of Famers. And as you mentioned, Joel Bitonio, grew up out here and knows everything about him and everything about the Lakers. And so it was very cool for him. And just a Hall of Famer in general. Everyone knows what it takes to get to that level.
Okay, our full coverage of the day here in LA can be found at cleveland.com/Browns. We're going to wrap up this video because it's a little chilly here in LA today. Are we allowed to say that to our viewers in Ohio?
No.
Okay. So find all our coverage from here in LA today at cleveland.com/Browns.